Wait.
Welcome to games.
How dare you, Liam? Stop it. I'm going to tell you how it's done. 3 seconds. Pause.
Right.
We're not using that take.
I better
The
shut
three-
up.
The 3 seconds don't matter. All like.
No, I said we'll use it.
Okay.
No, I refuse.
No, we're using it. All right.
Your life is out of your
So-
hands, Crowley. We've decided that in the episode.
Okay, so a little bit inside baseball. As Fea was talking to the guards at the guard tower, and I was off camera for that moment, I literally messaged Jamie in the Discord, straight direct message, and I said, I feel like this might be the finale of OSR. You cool with that? Might try to get the White Hawks to kill Fea. That was
okay.
Because I was like, it feels like Crowley was already wanting to make a decision to get out of it. Like he burnt out.
Dude, I was so
dying
happy that
inside.
a character had an arc and it was like, ending. It wasn't like an anime with like 15,000 seasons where the character keeps having the same arc over and over again until they don't make a decision ever.
Right.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm
It
going to
was
settle
wonderful,
down.
and it was beautiful and it's hard. It's like a Hieronymus Bosch painting.
Yeah, beautiful and horrible.
Wonderful.
Yeah, 100%. And so when Bronze died, I was like, Crowley's already out of it, and it would be a fun bang for him to seek a sociopathic revenge in the way that maybe indicates that Bronze wins. Like, not that Crowley lives, but Bronze wins.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I had going on. That's my internal kind of thought process was the smile wins. He is now Crowley will never see Jane again. There's going to be no beauty or joy in his life. He's going to be an empty vessel that moves through life, even though he's not an Outcast Silver Raider. And he has now understood that getting close to people, i.e. Bronze and Jane, is a mistake. So never let anybody close ever again.
There was also an alternate reality in my head where I was like, well, Bronze could get away with this. By get away with it, I think I was probably going to end up killing the rest of the party like you had done. And I think I was probably in the same boat as you are.
You're bringing Crowley to shoot him in the back of the head.
I wasn't going to, but I had a feeling that Crowley was going to attack me, and then that would leave me no choice
100%.
to attack him.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm staying up all night, and we're just staying up for like 72 hours. Whoever falls asleep first is dying, kind of thing. Like, that's what's happening. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is gonna be the last episode no matter what, because either he dies or I die.
Yeah.
And
also,
at this point, it would be weird for so many characters to die and we still keep going. Like if it was just like Bronze picking up more victims, that would be an awful couple sessions.
Just a cycle of trauma. Just a cycle of trauma. Like
just killing your characters over and over again.
Devil lives at the crossroads.
Yeah.
You're mine
I will kill you when I feel like it.
I do like the idea though of this being in the world. Like I like the idea of coming across like the curmudgeonly old Crowley, or in like a alternate reality, the evil warlord Bronze or whatever.
Like the new Peter the Red, like the
Warlock.
Legend
almost was the new Peter,
Yes,
The
well, this feels like an origin story
off.
for fucking the big bad or whatever.
Yeah. And I mean, going back to escape plans, like what it seemed like to Fea, who had not seen the totality of what Bronze had done to all of the people and all of the destruction he's left in his wake. What it seemed like to Fea is this is a wayward boy. And she knows what it's like to be an outsider and cast out by society, right? And so she's thinking, maybe it's a little bit of motherly instinct. Maybe it's a little bit of just a soft spot that she has for small and bitey things. But she was thinking, like, hey, he did this. We can fix it. We'll make it all work. And as soon as it became clear that Crowley had crossed that line with, killing him fatally, slaying him, she went into panic mode, much like a wild animal, right? And so she got to I don't know if you guys noticed this before, but Fea has never lied before this episode, right? She went and immediately started lying, lying out both sides of her mouth.
Well, and the big lie was that's the moment of betrayal for Crowley when Fea says, "I did it," like it was me, I did it to protect Bronze, but the lie that in Crowley's mind, he doesn't want Bronze to be protected in that moment. He wants Bronze to get his comeuppance at the hands of the guards. And so that lie, in service of Fea's ethics, in service to what she believes is just protecting a wayward boy, that's the moment where it's like, oh, you betrayed me. I will not make this mistake again.
Right.
Bronze betrayed me, or I perceived Bronze to have betrayed Grogwat and Crowley with Vasil, but through inaction. And I should have killed him instead of leaving the knife on the coffin.
Right.
And I thought that the warning was enough. There will be no second mistake. You have made the wrong decision. You must die.
Right.
That was the
and then
Fea, right. And it's sad for Fea as like an ethical person who doesn't lie. She says one lie and that's it for her. That's the fatal like you fucking you lied at the wrong time, dude.
Who does not lie. And then
she only had one day of being a bird.
Right. That bird heart was delicious.
Never even a badger once.
Not a badger.
Not a badger one time. I like to think in the afterlife she's a badger. But like in that moment when she's about to be executed, the reason that I gave as her last word as hope is a quote that I don't think it's his quote, but John Green often brings it up, and I watch him on YouTube occasionally. And he's like, hope is that thing with feathers which flies eternal. I can't remember the quote exactly now, but I thought that would be a nice little irony as you effectively see someone fall off the thing and then fly into the distance, never to be seen again. So either way, that was.
But no, this is OSR. And she jumps off, and her neck cracks, and
she's like, "Ooh, should have done more pull-ups."
Like, dude gets paid for bringing out hanging victim. You know, this is OSR.
The guy's like, "Oh, you killed a kid that was a demon? Ah, sick, bro. That happens all the time."
Yeah.
Fist bump.
Speaking of Jamie,
we just finished playing Outcast Silver Raiders. The campaign of Crowley and Bronze, we'll call that. The story of
and Grogwat. Come on.
And Grogwat, yes. And Fea.
A little bit Fea.
Do we want to continue running OSR with this group? Or do we want to run something else?
I do like OSR, man. I'm missing that political intrigue that this game has in other systems. Like, this is so simple, yet
let me ask you.
Can go crazy with it still, though.
Right.
Maybe we just go like
Jamie.
north.
As the GM, is there something that's been like? Is there a system that you're thinking of, or that you've had in mind recently?
He's got a million systems. He'll bring out the scroll with like
don't ask him that.
Top 10.
So many. No.
Ask
there
him
one
if he's
that has been especially kind of like, ooh, I'd like to do this.
Yeah.
I'd like to try this.
No, I love reading every system. I want to run every system, but there's so much stuff in this Mythic North book that we did not touch. There's still so much that I want to do in OSR.
There's new classes.
Whether that's
now.
with this group or at a later time, that's up to you guys to decide whether we stick with OSR.
I'm of absolutely two minds. The first is I really love this system. So I agree with you, Mason, that I think the system is great. And I also desire that, like, what the style of game that I think would be fun for OSR is a very old school, like D&D style game where it's about delving dungeons, building some kind of bastion, and engaging in political intrigue. Like that version of acquire wealth and power, but taking power means from
like Royal Crown or something like that.
Something like Rebel Crown, but something informed by kind of old school Renaissance style, like you're delving dungeons for silver and that kind of thing. I think a mix of that would be super cool as a way to use the same system but play a different style of game than we just kind of are coming off of. I think that would be very cool. So that's the one thing.
Yeah.
The other thing is I'm also super aware that Jamie has a million systems that he has to run.
So many systems.
And as a person who now played with Jamie for quite a while, I also kind of get that itch to dabble in other systems. And even if it's like a mini arc or hey, let's play this for 5 to 10 sessions or whatever and just kind of get a taste. That is, right. There's an allure there of checking out another system that seems intriguing either in its mechanics or its lore or whatever it happens to be, just for the sake of dabbling, for the sake of variety.
I think
it's got
to have what you were talking about though. The first point you had, if we do a new system, it should still fit in with that aesthetic and that kind of play style.
And there may be a better fit for that Jamie knows of, because he has compared, for the listeners at home, compared to I think any of us, it would be fair to say that Jamie has just an encyclopedic knowledge of systems that go beyond any that I've acquired.
The look on his face, who, me? What are you talking about? Me?
He's like,
I've got a lot of systems. They're all in PDFs. Jamie has the physical books. They're all out. He's reading them every day. He reads for 27 hours a day, as far as I'm concerned.
So it sounds like we want to switch systems, at least for a bit, which I think would be the best thing to do. Is
I agree.
Go,
I think
go to a different system,
circling back
run through another campaign.
Good,
right?
I think I do have a bias because we only have one or two fans, and they will listen to the OSR,
and they're great. They're amazing people.
Yeah, they're awesome. We love you guys.
And then the second we switch, they're gonna be like, "Fuck these guys."
It's kind of that. It's the Peter Griffin meme, right? The oh, you just won a boat. Would you like the boat or the mystery door? And I'm like, ooh, anything could be behind the mystery door, even a boat.
So here's the larger perspective of going away from this for a while and then coming back to it. When we had that really long run of the Zweihander campaign that was based on the Chris Buhlman novel. That we loved, Between Two Fires. Great book, super cool adaptation of a novel into a campaign, and Zweihander worked so good.
That was all in my head.
Yeah, man, it was incredible. I think that remains maybe for me, the best in terms of emotion, the best campaign I've ever been in.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That wasn't in that one.
That dark.
Oh,
what the fuck, man? You can't tell me that.
This is right there, though, Mason. This Outcast Silver Raiders is right there. It's right there.
Okay, I'll take that.
1A, 1B, 1A, 1B.
See, I really
sure.
This is definitely up there, but I still have great fond memories of Rebel Crown.
Rebel Crown,
and
Rebel Crown was fun.
And,
Rebel Crown was great.
What was the other one? Trophy.
Trophy
Gold.
Dark.
Trophy Gold.
Trophy Gold, yes.
Trophy Dark, there was not a whole lot of time to have that character connection I like.
Yeah, you're dead in 2 hours.
But
But anyway, my larger point is we played that Zweihander game. We loved it. And by the time we got to the end of it, we're like, I can't imagine playing in another system. And yet it was good for us to leave the system and go do other things, so that now once we've kind of just returned to Zweihander as a group, you're like, oh yeah, I remember loving all of this stuff and looking through the book and being like, I'm thinking about the game in a different way because I didn't just come off of a long campaign playing it.
Right.
And so I'm intrigued by different things in this moment of character creation and this moment of story creation than I was first go round. I'm also not comparing campaign to campaign.
I don't need any further convincing. I know it's probably right, because in the past when we've done a long arc of a campaign, it has always been refreshing to do a new system, and system
Jamie's
jumping is something that's really great about this group.
I can honestly say I've played one-shots with Jamie. I've played campaigns with Jamie. Every time I've played, I've been like, this is interesting. Oh.
I want it to be rules light. That's my one criteria.
Yeah, rules light probably does serve this group the best, I think.
Yeah, because I feel like with rules light, I don't know, role play is just easier because you're spending less time.
And
looking at your sheets.
So what do we got? I know I bought Black Sword Hack not that long ago, and I have which is kind of like an old school essentials, old school style. Oh, is that Shadow Dark? Is that what that is?
This is Shadow Dark.
It's very popular right now.
Shadow
I've heard
Dark.
lots of things about it.
Is that Blades in the Dark thing, or what is that?
No, so this is similar to D&D style. So it has classes, the standard D20 die roll. You have advantage and disadvantage on stuff.
Don't characters die super fast in Shadow Dark? That's what I've heard.
You might die super fast. It's more on the edge of the OSR.
Right. So the sheet is not several pages with...
No, the sheet is simple.
Different modifiers.
Rolling for things is simple. It's all like GM figures it out type deal. Yeah. The campaign itself is a hex map. Similar to what we have with OSR, which I think is great. So I really enjoy how the world has the little bits that you can find inside of the Outcast Silver Raiders, and you have the encounters that you can generate from just searching a hex. That's cool, but I really like how you can find specific like keyed encounters. So
that's cool.
OSR, great. Shadow Dark is a little similar. Now, I also have something that I have not ran and is in the same vein of North cold shit, and that's Frostbitten and Mutilated. The campaign is basically you are in the snow. There are wild like Amazon women tribes. There's witches. There's
new snow. Gotcha.
Dark stuff. And this one is also a hex crawl like thing. The rule system uses Lamentations, so it's a thin book. As far as how to play, it's a little bit more complicated than Outcast, but it is similar. I think between those two, I would go with Shadow Dark just because it's more recent.
Yeah,
and there's not the controversy of it being written by Zach Smith.
Oh,
sure. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the controversy, but I do think I've heard more about Shadow Dark, so I would lean towards that.
Jamie just wants to whatever he wants to run more. Those both sound good.
Will sound good. Yeah, I would also.
These
I would
are
agree.
both.
I would lean.
These are both like
Dark.
medieval. Do we want to go medieval?
I guess that's the other question. Yeah.
We have a sci-fi series going right now with Fallout, so I think we're okay. Yeah, I'm good with a medieval setting.
I know, sometimes I struggle with modern stuff.
It's definitely easier once you remove yourself from like the circumstance. Right?
One thing that I've been wanting to play again is Cyborg.
Cyborg is great.
But we can always do.
This is much like the thing about Cyborg is there are some systems within Cyborg that I find like hyper eloquent. Like the reload system's very good. Yeah.
It's still short and dirty though. Like that's a one
but
shot
it is,
kind of.
That's what I was gonna say. Is you're gonna die like within the first 3 or 4 seconds.
I remember that's how we ended.
If you play smart,
we ended our Cyberpunk.
That's not an option for me, Jamie.
By just switching systems.
Yeah. I would totally say, like, I agree with you, Mason, in the sense that, like, sometimes when something is either, like, modern or is maybe, like, a property that I'm not super familiar with, I struggle with the kind of, like, big picture, like, motivation, character knowledge stuff. So, like, when we played Cyberpunk Red, I had never played, like, Cyberpunk, the video game. And I hadn't read it, whatever. Mm-hmm. And so when we played it and I was like playing like a Netrunner and stuff like that, which is like the most complicated thing, I was like, this is long. Right. This seems complicated and long. And right. I'm sure the lore is super cool, but I don't know it, and therefore it seems like a slog a little bit. Even though
it's written by the coolest guy of all time.
Yeah, Mike Pondsmith seems like a super cool dude, and now that I know the lore from playing the video game and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, I would actually have a much easier time.
It's just harder
That's harder
to break the rules
Cyberpunk,
of conventions if you have no idea what the rules are. But everyone knows what a medieval fantasy setting is, so you can be goofy with it.
Yes.
Right. I also offer out this system that is a single book. It is called The Bleakness. You are traveling a road. That is the campaign.
That sounds like Cormac McCarthy's The Road. That sounds kind of cool.
I've read twice.
Fucking bleak.
It is
good movie.
A uniquely immersive horror experience. Players assume the role of pilgrims, struggling to survive on an ancient road fraught with danger and mysteries. Greedy survival and the threat of the unknown. Create a high-tension game like no other.
Pilgrims? Like, so what is
Promises.
Is that like an actual time frame? Like, is there a setting for this?
I mean, pilgrims basically mean like the original definition anyway is migrants for a holy purpose, right? So you would make a pilgrimage.
Broadly like medieval D&D-ish, Jamie, like in terms of aesthetic or...
Yeah, but no one in 2006, like I saw those pilgrims over there. So I'm assuming it's...
People still make pilgrimages.
Post-apocalyptic? Is it sci-fi other planet? Is it...
So you are like medieval setting. There's a chart for harming. You roll on a chart whenever a human character suffers harm. There's also creature harm charts whenever a non-human takes harm. So the dice system is not a D20 roll to hit type deal.
Interesting.
I think I'm still leaning towards the first system just because if the main focal point is walking on a road, then there's not going to be any creation on our part. It's going to be walking a straight line.
More of a monster of the week.
You had kind of mentioned like the idea of maybe having a bit of political intrigue or like being perhaps rooted in a place with like regional lore or something more nascent.
Yeah, like building on stuff
like that
we've already built until we have something to work with.
Yeah, I would agree that would be a fun style in the way that maybe not replaying Rebel Crown because that is a lot of like mechanics. Honestly,
I feel like if we replayed Rebel Crown, Jamie might die. Like the amount of like timers in that game,
very possible.
It's insane, man.
Brother, I might die as playing the guy that was like the ruler that had to make all the decisions.
Oh yeah. By the way,
Jesus.
I would not be playing the ruler. So get fucked, Jay. That's yours. That'd be your responsibility.
It's gonna be King Jay. I'm here to be court jester, nothing else.
Yeah,
no, in the next game, I'm gonna play the slapstick asshole with no motivations, and you are gonna have to babysit me and motivate me to do things. That's what's gonna happen.
You're sick of the Mother Goose roll. Well, guess what?
I'm workshopping.
Before I was in this campaign, I was the Mother Goose as well, and I'm not rescinding. I'm not going back.
I'm too responsible in my
This is like I used to, like I'm de-evolving as a player. I used to be the forever GM for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then playing with Jamie, I'm like, oh God, I just get to be a player. This is so easy, but I am like the Mother Goose of the group. I feel like where it's like I'm DM's little assistant out here, do lots of the bookkeeping and
hand. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And it's just like eventually I'll devolve where I'm just the slapstick comic relief guy that just kind of picks his spots. But
Liam, got to be the straight man for the next session. Yeah. Sorry, you got to hold this together.
Okay.
So do we want
Jerry
to do Shadow Dark?
Yes. I'm going to vote Shadow Dark. I'm going to say let's do it.
I vote Shadow Dark as well.
The art is moving my heart right now. I like it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's got a creepy beholder type thing.
They say never judge a book by its cover. I say you've never seen this cover.
Okay. So next week we will roll up our level 1 characters for Shadow Dark.
Shadow Dark.
Until
now,
then,
Jamie, if I decide that I want to order Shadow Dark and have a fancy hardcover copy like you, is there a version of it that's just the player's thing, or when it comes, is it coming as like a referee's guide and adventures and all that shit too?
it's just the single book. There are
that's tight
things that you can buy that are like additional rules. So the main book is all you need.
But if I buy the main book, I'm not going to like accidentally spoil myself on your shenanigans.
Just don't read the Game Master section.
Perfect. I might
much
buy
like
it
Fallout,
and you should be okay. There's also random encounter tables and monsters. Just don't read that section.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, my birthday's coming up, so maybe I'll treat myself and get a nice little.
Ooh, when's your birthday?
I'll never tell. Soon. That's fine.
I'm gonna send you a present.
What are you, 50?
So, just so we're clear.
No, I was just kidding. I'm sorry.
He's way older than
How
that.
dare you? How dare you?
I've been hanging out with my parents too much.
Like
I go hard on them with that.
Just so we're clear on Shadow Dark, it is a dungeon delving focus. You get experience by going into dungeons.
I'm down with that.
There's 4 classes. There's
Are
priest, thief, rogue.
Are you permanently in the dungeon, or can you leave?
Wizard. There's overworld travel.
Yeah, because that's fine.
To get,
yeah, as long as I'm allowed to come back.
And Outcast,
as we
Outcast
were saying,
Silver Raiders is also dungeon specific, but you guys went into 2 dungeons.
But yeah, I was gonna say, Jamie, we do our own thing. It's like we're not motivated just by getting experience points and treasure. We're also motivated by murdering each other and interacting with NPCs that you make up on the spot, and then we have to name them. That's what
I personally find a deep form of motivation in that frustrated look that Jamie gets on his face when I do something really stupid.
There was
dude,
we had like 6 sessions of that one dungeon. Don't you remember?
If I had just shit in his eye.
Yeah, you guys went into a dungeon in the city.
We were very
it was scary, and then we never went into another dungeon again because like this shit's scary.
I had to leave my dogs with people, man. That was not cool.
I didn't chop Rob's finger off after that.
Maybe
that would be also another system if we wanted to run old school essentials, which is like a more basic.
I want to rewind with you for a second, and you were mentioning the classes that are involved.
Can't hear you.
You were mentioning the classes that were involved in the system we were talking about.
Shadow Dark.
Yep. Shadow Dark. Yeah.
Rogue, priest,
fighter, priest, thief, and wizard.
Fighter, priest, thief, and wizard. Do you guys have a leaning?
I'm going to play a child who's a wizard that has a demonic pact. I think.
Oh, that's a good idea, man.
You know what? That's really creative and really
seems
original.
Really good.
And no one could ever think of that you, Jay.
Yeah.
I
will play anything but thief because I just played Crowley for a long time. I have Galdrick in Zweihander. I need to go play something different. Maybe I will legitimately do a wizard because you know me, Jamie. I'm always resistant to playing spellcasters and
wizards in this system have a cool casting mechanic where you roll to see if you are able to cast, and you can continue to cast until you fail the roll.
Oh, that's cool.
That's sick.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably noodle around if you send a PDF or something like that. I'll noodle around and see what kind of seems appealing. But I'm not beholden to any particular idea.
I don't know. Probably anything but a wizard. That's what I'm thinking too.
Right.
So,
anything but a wizard.
What's different, right? Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. I like it.
Great campaign, guys. Kudos to all of you guys for crafting a cool story, man. That's going to stay with me for a long time. That one.
Right on.
So this is why we play these games. Like people, I know oftentimes they're like, "Oh, this is such a niche hobby. I don't understand how you commit so much time or like you devote yourself so much to it." And I'm like, you got to be there. You got to be there for one of the good ones.
Yeah, I mean it's only 2 hours out of a week.
Yeah, or 6 if you're us.
3 different campaigns. So
yeah.
Later.
All right,
Later, guys.
Have a good night.
Cheers.
Bye.